Hey, welcome. Today we are diving into a topic that's, well, at the very heart of any successful team, productivity. But we're going to challenge the old way of thinking and unpack a really powerful, more human way to get things done.
So, let me ask you this right off the bat. Is your team actually productive, or are they just busy? Caught in that endless cycle of activity, but not really making meaningful progress. That distinction, it's absolutely crucial, and it's what separates the good leaders from the truly great ones.
To really figure this out, we have to look beyond the usual spreadsheets in the output charts. Because real productivity, well, it's a much richer and more complex story than just the numbers on a page.
This right here, it gets to the absolute core of it. See, if you're only measuring output, you are only seeing a tiny fraction of the whole picture. You might actually be looking at the results of burnout, not real efficiency. And that's exactly why we need a whole new perspective.
So what shapes this bigger picture then? Well, it pretty much comes down to three connected pillars that form what you could call the productivity triangle. Let's break them down.
First up, and honestly, this is the most important one, it's your people. We're talking about their skills, their well-being, their motivation. They are the engine that drives everything else.
Next, we've got processes. These are the workflows, the systems you have set up. The question is, are they actually helping your people do their best work? Or are they just creating friction and a bunch of unnecessary hoops to jump through?
And the third pillar, of course, is technology. All the tools we use to get the job done. Technology should be making things easier, right? It should be a force multiplier for your people and your processes.
So here's the real key. You can't just focus on one of these things. Think about it. Great tech with terrible processes, that just leads to frustration. And amazing people stuck with clunky, outdated tech, that's a recipe for burnout. Real sustainable productivity only happens when a leader knows how to keep all three of these in perfect balance.
And this brings us right to the core solution. I mean, how do you actually achieve that balance day in and day out? Well, this is exactly where the human leadership model comes into play.
At its heart, the human leadership model is really a shift in your mindset. It's a framework that puts people first because it recognizes that a supported, engaged, and healthy team is the ultimate key to unlocking incredible, and this part is crucial, sustainable performance.
And it makes sense, right? If we're going to lead in a different way, we've got to measure success in a different way too. A people-centered approach needs a whole new kind of scorecard.
You can see the difference so clearly here. The old way, it's all about the numbers game. How many widgets were produced, how many calls were made, it's cold. Humane metrics, though, they're more holistic. So for example, instead of just counting sales calls, maybe you track customer satisfaction scores. Instead of just lines of code, you could measure the drop in bug reports. You're tracking things like team health, skill development, and collaboration, which lines up your measurements directly with the goal of supporting your people. And let's be really clear, this isn't just about being nice or feeling good. This is a massive strategic advantage. By measuring and leading in a more humane way, you stop that vicious cycle of burnout, and you create a system where productivity gains aren't just a one-time spike, they're a long-term, repeatable reality. So what's the ultimate payoff here? Well, it's about creating this amazing, powerful feedback loop where everyone involved gets to benefit.
See, when you get this right, you get those sustainable productivity gains for the whole company. But at the exact same time, you are actively supporting the growth and the development of every single person on your team. And the beautiful part is, those two things become perfectly aligned. What's good for the person is now good for the organization. It really is a true win-win.
Because ultimately, this is the goal, isn't it? Not just creating an environment where work gets done, but creating an environment where people can do their absolute best work, grow in their careers, and feel truly valued. An environment where everyone thrives.
So as we wrap this up, I'm going to leave you with this question. Take a look at your own team, at your own leadership style. What is one small step you can take, maybe even this week, to re-center your leadership on your people? The answer to that? Well, it just might change everything. Thanks for tuning in.